Yeah, according to Article 1, Letter 4 of Law Number 5 in 2014 concerning State Civil Administration Civil Servant, or so-called as PNS in Indonesia, means an Indonesian citizen who meets certain requirements and is permanently appointed as a state civil administration servant by employment supervisory officer to hold a governmental position. About structural position, the level is so-called as echelon. Previously, Indonesia has 4 levels of echelon. The question is how many civil servants are at each echelon level. We can see that through the first data of today in market headlines. This is the number of civil servants per echelon level. Echelon 1, the number reaching 288. Echelon 2, 9,400. Echelon 3, 52,100. And Echelon 4, 186,100. This is the data taken from the World Bank data in 2018. President Joko Widodo, in his second period, plans to cut the echelon structure of these civil servants into only 2 levels. This step is considered to create a bureaucratic chain and simpler work procedures that can attract investment, as we countries perceiving foreign direct investment often experience higher economic growth by opening it up to new markets, as seen in many emerging economies. And Indonesia strives to do that as well, and therefore investment is one of the key that government want to boost. But however, long complicated bureaucratic chain often be problem on Indonesia's ease of doing business. To see the bigger picture, let's see the trend of EoDB in Indonesia according to World Bank annual rating. In 2016, the level of ease of doing business in Indonesia reached 106. In 2017, Indonesia raised, or the position of the EoDB inclined to the number of 91. In 2018 to the number 72, and in 2019 going down to number 73. And the ease of doing business index ranks countries against each other based on how the regulatory environment is conducive to business operations, stronger protection of property rights. Economies with a high rank 1 to 20 have simpler and more friendly regulations for businesses. While, as we can see, by 2019, Indonesia is in the rank of 73, means Indonesia needs a lot of things to be improved. Therefore, reducing bureaucracy and procedures is one of the focuses of the Jokowi government for the next 5 years. This was conveyed in his inaugural as president at the Parliament building. President Joko Widodo promised to cut the number of echelon in the government. It aims to simplify the bureaucracy. To see what did exactly say, we can examine that through the next graphic quote from the president himself. He said that simplification of the bureaucracy must continue to be carried out on the large scale. Investment in job creation must be prioritized. Long procedures must be cut. And according to him, at this time, the number of echelon was too much. It is now known that there are 4 echelon levels in structural positions in government that I previously mentioned to you before. For this reason, Jokowi will cut it in half. Later, the position will be replaced by a functional position that respects fairness and competence. Of course, there are positive impacts from cutting down bureaucracy. And what are those? We can see that from the next graphic. This is the positive impact of echelon cutting. The first one is system efficiency for prospective investors, narrowing potential of corruption, reducing risk of buy and sell position, simplifying state bureaucracy to increase Indonesia's EoDB rank, and creating more competitive work environment. But on the other hand, public policy observer Trubus Radiansyah assessed that reducing the number of echelon civil servant levels would trigger new problems. According to him, people who are under echelon 3 and 4 will be busy competing so they can occupy echelon 1 and 2 positions. As we may be questioning, if it cut by 2, then where does the rest go? Civil servants affected by the simplification of the echelon level will be transferred to a functional positions. The position will put more emphasis on the competencies of each civil servant. Cutting bureaucracy is an option, but there are many options and efforts that government can do to improve Indonesia's ease of doing business rank. Let's check the next graphic. Another option that government can take is by improving online single submission or OSS service, and government also can do efficiency of services and logistic costs. And the last one, simplifying export regulations. And therefore, the government should create a policy that could increase the rank according to the target. As a matter of fact, online single submission implementation will be one of the World Bank's considerations to improve Indonesia EoDB ratings. For sure, all things done by government to be strong government. Indeed, a strong government will give us political stability, which is imperative for our economy. In short, the president has set lofty goals for his second term, seeking to focus on talent development, simplifying bureaucracy, cutting off red tapes, continuing infrastructure development, and moving the country away from a resource-based economy. A new government is likely to face a complicated combination of challenges, but we hope nothing but the best for Indonesia to attract more investors through better ease of doing business. Stay tuned on Market Headlines. We'll be right back after the break.